Alright, so we knew it was coming. We knew we were going to get some update on the background for the lobby right now, or we would get some sort of new teaser, and ironically, both of them happened at the exact same time. So earlier today, of course, as you saw in the intro, this clip was released by Fortnite. It's super short, only about 3 seconds long, but in it you can see several different suits which appear to be piloting suits that we, the loopers, are going to be wearing during this live event when it all goes down. These were probably built by the 7, and I love the colors, I love the design. Overall, really cool skins. I'm sure they'll be in the item shop. Are the 7 now using their technology to create suits for loopers in the same way that their suits protect them from the loop? Now they're trying to do that to the loopers? Well, at the very least, the loopers during this event. Maybe it's especially important that the loopers don't get looped at any point if the loop were to end. Maybe they're simply just piloting suits. Whatever the case, super cool, and I'm sure we'll have more teasers. Next up, you may or may not have noticed that the background for our lobby right now has been changed, and we now know that the mech theory that we had a couple days ago about the stone legs possibly being the legs is wrong. It's always good to narrow it down. As you can see, we now know that the mech is getting its original legs back, or at least what appears to be the original legs. Why the legs were off in the first place? That's a really good question. Did it get destroyed from a crash landing on the moon, from some extra battle, or maybe they just took them off because they didn't really know if they would need to use it again? As for the dim yellow light in the sky that we've been discussing in the last few videos, it doesn't appear to have changed at all. If anything, very minuscule, but nothing like you would have expected, nothing noticeable, and that's interesting. So with that information, we may be able to conclude that it doesn't mean as much as we thought, and maybe it's not even going to appear at all. Maybe it's literally nonsense. I don't know, but I would expect it to do something at some point in the lobby if it is going to be of major significance and play a big role. Also, in the files originally, this loading screen has Origin on it. I'm not really sure why, just like a PNG slapped right there on it, but let me know what you think that means. I don't know why that's the original, but the one in the game obviously doesn't have Origin. Adam says, when's the countdown coming? So in yesterday's video, I said that we might get a countdown today because Fortnite usually does a small content update around this time, and it would make sense considering most event timers go live about 10 days, give or take, before the event, which makes sense. However, we're 10 days away now and we still don't have a timer, so when is that actually going to happen? Well, it might be next Tuesday, 1 week from today, if they do another content update then, which would put us at just like 3 or 4 days at that point before the event. It could happen this weekend when there are a bunch of people playing, or it literally could just happen at any given moment, and I think that's truly the most likely. Remember, there is a leak that says the countdown will appear at this exact location, not quite right on top of the Doomsday device, but a little bit out and to the right. Funky Pineapple says, I have a theory that yellow light in the top right of the lobby might be the Cube's cradle planet. During the Chapter 2 finale, the Cube Queen opened the portal to the last reality, and if you looked straight up into the sky, you could see behind all the alien spacecraft a sphere-shaped planet-like orb. This is what I think we can see in the background. It makes sense because the lobby is also set on a planet in space. I'm sure you guys all remember the Cube's cradle. It's a giant spacecraft which is the largest item that we have ever seen in Fortnite history. It's the last realities and the Cube Queen's big ship. Yeah, I guess that's as good a guess as any, to be honest with you. To me, seeing the legs of the mech get put back on in the background of the lobby was really refreshing to see, and confirmed a theory and a suspicion that we've had all along, that it is a dynamic background and that it is going to change. Right now you can see that it actually doesn't have its right leg fully attached as of yet, and it's missing the left hand still. Of course, we've got to go put that on, I'm guessing, through challenges at some point. Notably, the mech still looks very distraught and shows signs of injury from the last battles. I don't know how deep or how gruesome those injuries are. I mean, I know it's a robot, not a person, but still the damages could be pretty significant. That's what I'm personally keeping an eye on this week to see if it changes. When it changes next, is it just gonna be the leg fully on, maybe the hand that we've brought to him, or will those giant marks on the chest and other areas finally get patched up? I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of thinking we might have a chance of some sort of mechanical error, considering they're basically rushing as fast as they can to get this thing built, just basically on no notice, because they have to. Clearly something happened to this mech and it was not battle ready. Nobody expected it to need to be battle ready. And especially if these damages don't get patched up, we could see some serious pain. It's so nice to get these event trailers again and these teasers on Twitter and social media, man, and I can't wait for the next one. They've actually been putting these trailers out very early. I mean, they put one out like 4 days ago, like 4 or 5 days ago, and that was like well over 2 weeks until the event. So it's not like they're waiting until the last 3 or 4 days of the season to start teasing stuff. They're doing it early and they're doing it often, and that is personally a great recipe for success for the game, for everyone in my book. Be sure to leave your theories down below. I would love to hear them. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to never miss out on any awesome content. Click on to the next video to keep the party rolling. Watch another Dr. P vid, and I'll see you in the next one.